And as we get started, I just want to remind everyone, my name is AskJoshy. Casting with me is Dr. No. We have not cast together before, but I gotta say, you're doing a great job. I've definitely had worse first time, co-casters, and huge props to Phil, as he is our observer for the day, and he has this very pretty overlay for us to use, where I was just kind of winging it on XSplit earlier. But as we get started, running up mid, you can see the pistols flying, and no connections yet. Nobody hit a shot there.
Yeah, I think we just got a heal that tagged up, but no armor, so it doesn't even have to worry about that. Flying up the ropes room, they're in heaven, they're out hard, and starting things off, T-Sac's gonna open up the first frag here. Dawn with the second one soon to follow. T-Sac gonna be finding that one, dropping out of heaven and onto the floor. Need more DM, are in a dire spot right now.
T-Sac, 4 kills. Ghost, headshot, headshot, headshot. Starting it off on the right foot for the defenders. Excellent stop at A site, and the same thing happened last game where we talked about the pistol round is usually A heavy. This time the attackers fed right into it, and T-Sac on the Cypher just destroyed them. Now you can see the cash difference, the gun difference. Huge advantage here for the defenders.
Definitely looking clinical on the Ghost headshots there, and T-Sac holding down sight from like actually being on the A site. You need to be able to hit shots like that when Need More DM is storming the castle in that way. And for now, they're hopefully putting a check on it, and it's fun to see two teams that are willing to play that aggressively on a pistol round time and time again.
This is a heavy B push, but all through mid, which is incredibly dangerous. They do have the gun advantage, though, and that is going to show itself. Foda doesn't even need the stronger gun. Actually, the attacker popping the defender with a stronger gun. Barcode finding another pistol kill. Very surprising here. And attackers all still standing. Coldamenta knows there's a player at default, but cannot see anyone else, and he's just going to get shot at blindly. Still finds a kill.
Yeah, trying to use this smoke to his advantage, swinging around here. Find two, that's gonna be hardest flying on in. Maybe a little bit over aggressive, but now that they know there's both players found out here, yeah, the synchronized peek, good stuff from the side of SW, as they're gonna be able to clean up that round.
And that's an easy defuse, plenty of time still. Defenders win. Might he upgrade his gun? Goes for the Ghost Spectre, I like it, still strong there for the defenders. And the early pistol kills actually scared me there. I thought Project SW were starting to collapse a little bit, but again, T-Sac actually just incredibly strong start here, 2-0 for Project SW. And the money difference kind of disappears a little bit here in this third round. Usually the people who lose the pistol round will have their ARs by now, so do expect a stronger offense this time.
This goes here.
Right, and the last time we saw this scenario, Project SW kind of held onto their SMGs, because even if you lose, you're not breaking the bank. And unfortunately, Kagasi could actually be losing the op that he purchased. That was kind of their investment into this round. Gets knocked down there while trying to play around the smoke positioning. Mid control, going the way of Need More DM for now.
And Sage, all on his lonesome here, 3v1 situation, does duck out into the ropes room, and this is what we mentioned last game, retreat, because you don't want to just get rolled over when you could just be entrenched instead and watch that rope exit. And you can see Omen Omen abilities just flying left and right, attack and defense. B Heaven is now the spot, and Cypher's all alone. He's going to get absolutely swarmed. Ray's hardest, not hardest, yeah, Ray's actually hardest, excuse me, gets jostled by the Sage Wall, actually launched him upward, and he was unable to get any shots there. Crazy Deer takes him down. Suddenly, only 2 players remaining. There is an operator in hand, as well as a Bulldog, so probably going to attempt to save that in a tough situation here. Attackers Need More DM getting on the board.
Right, it's a round you can kind of toss away. Unfortunate that you had to lose so many members for it, but Project SW should have enough in their bank accounts that they can afford to match rifles for rifles in the next round. Need More DM getting this win and should just be able to safely back out. It doesn't even look like SW are going to try and contest for any exit frags. They got the op, they got everything they wanted. Might as well just accept that and take your winnings and cash out.
There's the explosion. No one taken down by that, of course. Everyone's safely away. I do want to point out the increased skill level of the players we're seeing right now compared to the cups I was casting even a month ago. I feel like everyone is just so capable of just shredding through people, especially on Project SW. Last game, we saw pretty much everybody have their moment in the sun there. Hardest with the multiple frag kills and showstoppers and bounce kills. Dawn actually just saving rounds with multi-kills time and time again. Kagasi, very, very skilled with the op. Did get himself another op here for round 4, hanging out at Garage.
Right, and speaking of the buys, I was a little bit mistaken. Project SW's bank account's not quite as clean as you might like, and baiting Hardest, trying to see if he can get the shot from Kagasi out. Hardest being the one to answer in there, just throwing shots out, but Kagasi gonna find Foda, trying to just be a little bit more aggressive than he is due.
Still running straight up mid, linebacker style. There's a lot of enemies right in front of him, but he can't know it until the smoke clears. It's a trade as they continue on toward A. Cypher backing up toward the back of Heaven there. Now in a 3v1, but still snags 2, maybe 3 kills. T-Sack, excellent stop there. Definitely shutting them down. And now it's Solo Jet, not going to go anywhere. Easy cleanup for the defenders.
Yeah, that's not the smoke you want to be face checking if you are pushing up there. And yeah, like you mentioned, that was definitely T-Sack with such a good double frag there just to be able to stop the aggression. You don't let them pour out of Heaven. You make them have to answer you before they can push out. Your team gets to rotate in, and he's going to find himself 7-2 so far.
Strong play from T-Sack. Doubles around the board for him, but Barcode, Crazy Deer, etc. topping their team here. The entry frags are just not coming to them. Last time it was the Jet on defense opening things up, but Foda, solo Garage, just trying to scout out. Cypher is going to lock that site down by himself. Very, very capable of doing so with the trips and traps. We do see a sight line. I'm actually looking at Jet on A ramp is in an interesting spot, but they don't have the spike over there. They've got A control, but they don't have the spike, so this is kind of an awkward spot for them.
Right, and with no mid awareness just yet, you can't quite push out because you know that ropes is still a danger to you. It's a great position to be in to have full control of ramp and have the option to push out into Heaven, but for now, Need More DM are biding their time. It looks like an Omen push here. Making his way into the smoke, gets spotted out, and that's going to be the time for Dawn to be falling there. Foda pushing up here as well. Barcode is just lurking in Heaven for now. Oh, misses the shot, and Gagashi's going to answer with one of his own. The 2 for 2 so far, as the showstopper's gonna find one. Hardest gonna find another. Pick up that op and looking to clean up this round.
Man, if he hit that op shot, that would have been the cleanest 1, 2, 3. 3 different weapons, but unfortunate miss. The defenders still win the round. Coldamenta cleaning things up there, and 2 players survive. 4-1. Project SW actually looking to run away with this potentially. In the previous game, Project SW had something, it was like a 7-5 attack round. So if they're doing this strong on defense, I'm worried about Need More DM already. We'll see if they can clean things up, but they only have pistols in tow right now. You got to imagine, yeah, Bulldogs, SMGs, something gonna get purchased here.
Yeah, and from the position that Project SW is in, just in terms of econ, we're seeing a little bit of a repeat performance. This time it started on the defense side, where they're able to rack up a lot of early rounds, build up that eco in the bank for themselves. For now, it's going to be a slow and steady push into this mid lane. Not going to get spotted out. Oh, did he? I believe he might have gotten seen there. He throws out the paint shell, but ropes control in the favor of Need More DM, as Barcode is just hunting. See if he finds anyone here.
Coldament actually could be in trouble, but Omen is there watching the rope. Dawn, I believe. And we've seen him do this before.
Yeah, this is going to be the push here. Going to be found out. Dawn with a quick double kill. It might have been a collat there. Finding 2 there, but an immediate res is going to be popped out. T-Sack trying to find his frags out. He's again in the position where he must hold his ground on site, but Coldamente is the one who's finding a great little flank there. Barcoder hunting him down, gonna knock him down with a right click. 3 left there. Not gonna be enough knives to take down Hardest. He's gonna put him down and stop what could have been an explosive round for Need More DM.
That was one of the hottest starts they had, but still could not make it work in the end. Dawn with the 2-for-1. He just stares at the ropes and gets 2. Like, it's that easy. But Need More DM, again, they were on the lower hand. They did not have the upper hand. I don't know how to say that. They were at a disadvantage with their guns. Now they actually have some phantoms and things like that to contend. So they were at a bit of disadvantage. Still almost got the round. Still in this game. Nice start there.
Yeah, and that's Barcoder starting things off. So many Jet op shots to start things off, but Foda's looking to get real spicy with it. That's gonna whip out. Gonna get a lot of damage. Oh, a nice little shot there. Headshot. Gonna be ringing in on the Raze to the Raze. Now, site control is there, but they can't commit to the plant just yet. That's gonna be a big flank from Hussar as he's flanking up there. Dawn trading one back. They know they lost heaven control, so the fight for the site is going to be everything. So right now, Need More DM. It's a 4v1. That's going to be Coldamenta picking up that last kill, and ultimately a fairly clean win for Need More DM.
And that will actually get them back in the game slightly. They lost 3 in a row, stopped the bleeding. You know, they had their ARs finally, so able to match firepower, and were able to take it down. So again, still a winnable position. 5 rounds, you know, as many as Need More DM can get. Obviously, they don't want to enter the half at a huge disadvantage, but Barcoder did hit the op shot to start the round, and we'll see if he's capable of doing it again, as no one on the defense is actually strapped with the op this time. Sage is going to be holding mid solo with the wall play, so the attackers actually still in market. Did you see the defenders at B pushed all the way into garage and didn't see anybody? So they're doing a hard rotate A, even though that might not actually be the play.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hard call out to be dishing out right now, but sometimes reads can pay dividends as Barcoder. Nice little jump there. We'll find an okay position, but T-Sac's going to be seeing him. Already pinged out and communicated there. He's going to see one more crossing up to the ramp. So ramp control in the favor of Need More DM, but Barcoder's not going to find his opening shot here. Ooh. Swings out there, just barely misses, and almost sends one through the wall at him. So they're just going to back away, continuing to just try and hold their ground. T-Sac's going to be the one to open this up. Just honestly, a super strong site player, as 2 more kills are going to be found out there. Kagasi almost with a spray transfer, but Coldamenta is going to be picking up his end of the slack.
Very strong round there. T-Sac again with the double. 6-2 scoreline. They are looking very strong here, T-Sac, with 10 kills already under his belt. Kagasi also scoring a nice kill there during that mayhem. Lots of frantic, you know, once the grenades start flying, it's hard to keep track of all these kills, but Kagasi did get in the mix there. And I don't know what the attackers can do this time. That one actually probably should have gone their way. They still flooded into A despite having B sort of cleared out, but they couldn't have known that because they were so heavy in mid and not garage. Barcoder starts them off with a quick kill.
Yeah, and immediately backing off of that one. That's a great way to start this off, but that was a similar story to the last round, and it didn't pay off in the end. See if he can delay it. There pushes, jumps up onto the box. He's going to force Kagasi back as the slow orb will mean he can't issue any challenges here. Will T-Sac be able to hold on to site 1 for 1, but just trading back and forth. The neural theft is going to go off so he can get a bit of information. They know Kagasi's still in heaven and Coldamenta's playing back there with him. We'll see how they're going to be able to execute to try and get a retake in this 2v2.
And no one's actually planted Spike yet, and Kagasi does have the op still equipped. Tosses out the smoke there at a bit of an angle. Still no plant. I mean, I'm not sure if they're going to... Yeah, really, there's no reason for the defense to even mess with them until the plant is happening. So, defense in an okay
Right, and they're
position.
going on a long flank. I'm looking at that Sage coming in through B main here. They should know that enough time has passed for him to be going there, but they haven't set up any tripwires. They might not know, and he might be able to get a good opening frag
You will
Try and
not
find this. Kagaki's gonna be face checking here. The ult is going to come out, so it's still a 2v2, but Barco's
Nice
gonna start this
headshot.
one off. Misses that shot there. Menta is gonna be finding that one. As here comes the showstopper. He's hunting.
He's in hell.
Looking.
He got it. Look at that.
Hey, there it is. As Hardest is gonna be able to pull that one back. A good res. And honestly, Project SW just had better ult ecos. Just 4 ults, I think, going into this round, and you might as well use them because they're only going to be as good as the rounds that they win.
Very strong stuff there. Excellent presence of mind to get that res while Jet was tied up in the CT area. The headshot from Sage after resing was actually super important because the op did miss, so they were able to get that man advantage and finally eventually defuse. So excellent plays all around. Once again, you can see it reflected here in the scoreline, 7-2. They got tons of guns versus the attackers now, back on pistols. So I do expect to see an 8-2. It's really tough to break through that kind of defense with pistols.
Right, and we'll see if they're going to be able to, because the rounds are starting to count down. You're on 9 rounds. There's only so many left, so before the halftime, you want to be able to spend the money you have. Oh, Kagasi, once again. It's Jet Op versus Jet Op, and both of them just seem to be finding frags to open up each of these rounds. We'll see if Hardest
He
able
knows,
to just
he
hold
knows Sage is in there,
on.
but didn't really connect.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of room to be backing up into there, so he's able to stay safe. But Menta and Kagasi opening up once again before fights are really starting. As Crazy Deer is going to get traded out there. A couple blast packs thrown over. Photo's at about half HP, so a little bit hard for him to be challenging here. He's going to swing twice. They're going to go down to Dawn in the end. Sun going down on Need More DM's chances in that round, and as it's going 8-2, Project SW are looking like the team to beat.
Top frag Sage, no big deal. You can see Kagasi actually was, really in a good position there. Nearly got that second op shot as well, but did fall. Keeps getting the op back, though. They got plenty of cash. They win 3 rounds in a row here, and finally attackers are back on even footing. They got a single op for the offense. ARs all around. It looks like it's going to be a full 5A. Oh, wow. Wow, that was a risky shot. Nearly paid off, but did not. And now the showstopper already being pulled out before you even know if there's defense there. I can't agree with that, unfortunately. But T-Sack, again, grabbing 2 before he goes down.
Yeah, and it was sort of just a read on T-Sack being there, but that's such a gamble for your ultimate. And T-Sack was still able to find 2 before he goes down. He has just been such a wall that they have to hurdle as Dawn's going to find another frag here. Trying to pour out of heaven as Menta's going to trade that on the underside. Pushing forward here, the battle around the smoke. Menta's looking to hold that one down for him. Kagasi's going to be the one to pick up that kill in the end.
And this is entering demoralization territory here for Need More DM. They won something like 4 or 5 games to get here, and now they're getting really kind of slapped around. 2 players surviving there, Kagasi and Menta. T-Sack again with a double. Just always good for those doubles.
Right, and it's kind of felt like Need More DM are struggling to sort of find a good foothold, and it's a little bit interesting to talk about like something like a team fight in Valorant, but a lot of these times, it's been either on either side, 1 kill starts things off, but so many of these kills are just so disconnected from being able to be traded back. Need More DM are just kind of in a bit of struggle to answer every kill that Project SW finds before things start off, and it's going to be Taijin starting things off at the beginning here.
All right, a little bit of upper hand for attackers. Finally, they gain, a little bit of ground, and mid is still where the action is. All the abilities flying out now. Photo lying in wait here at the garage, still on the attacking side. Omen just hanging tight in B heaven. Doesn't actually need to move until he sees something happen, but is going to be 4 forcing their way through garage soon. I do expect to see a wall go up to try to aid their exit. Jet's going to be the first out, and Dawn grabs 2 instantly.
I know exactly where you are.
Wow!
Oh my
It's
god!
over.
There wasn't even enough time to say anything. It's just dismantled.
Yeah, they were fish in a barrel there. They were agents in a garage for that one. Dawn popped 2 of them, and it looked like a collat. There was the collat symbol. I'm not sure if it was a wall or a player, but it was pretty instantaneous, so I got to imagine he scooped the double kill on that one. But 10-2 now. 5 rounds in a row successfully here as we flip sides toward the next pistol round, and Project SW won both pistol rounds in their previous match as well.
Yeah, indeed, more DM are gonna need more of something if they're gonna try and pull this one back. Now on the opposite side, so we'll see. Maybe they're just heavy CT side players and they're going to be able to make something happen here. There's an old joke that we used to say of, what side is this map? It's whatever side we're not on, and for need more DM, you're hoping that's gonna ring true as gonna get swung on here. Taijin trying to find a little extra damage. Barcoder's in a great position. Gotta find 2 there before he can smoke himself off and get the safety. Dawn got him asleep at the wheel.
What?
But Barcoder gonna find another one through the smoke. He's being aggressive. He's feeling himself. 4K starting
Hunt
things
him.
off here. Give him the ace. You know you want it.
He's going hunting. He's entering the sewers. Cypher does spot him. He knows where T-Sac is now. We have our ace potential, but nope, Crazy Deer gonna shut that down. You gotta get the round when you can, man. You're down 10-2. Totally understandable, but Jet popping off. Barcoder head and shoulders above his teammates there when it comes to the frags, although 4 of those 15 were in the last round with the pistol. That one through the smoke was that was spicy.
Yeah, that was definitely a good find, and then holding his composure to get the kill onto Coldamenta afterwards. This is, I think, definitely when you're looking at the scoreline of this game, you see 10-3 and you think, wow, this is kind of a blowout. But I think both of these teams are just such hot fire aggression teams. They go all the way out, and Barcoder once again starting things off. It's just going to be of which flame burns brighter, and right now Crazy Deer seems to be turning up the heat here as Dawn can't even try to peek him with 53 HP. Right click's not going to land there, and another just complete blowout round coming out from Need More DM.
All one route. It's not good. Like, you're getting mowed down. It happened when Project SW were on defense. They just flattened that garage push. This time, the exact same thing happened. You had 4 people trying to press their way through the A orb spot, and that was just an SMG, just killing 3 people in 2 seconds because everyone's in the same spot. So now you see them actually, of course, reacting to that, splitting up quite a bit. Omen keeping the spike through sewers. Could be a B split here. Ray's trying to keep that op angle, but Cypher is all the way entrenched, so not going to run into anyone just yet. They're going to do the old long-range peak battle here. I am Hussar backing off, but only as a Spectre. Doesn't even have an AR to deal with these garage players. So after that cage expires, he is going to be needing to hit some headshots here.
That he will, and they have a decent amount of room to get up into mid and enough smokes to work with that they can kind of go either way. The wall gonna delay them a bit for now. As we crest the minute clock left to count down, still just trying to pressure their way into mid lane. A lot of noise being made, but nothing given away just yet.
All right, T-Sac, usually good for a double. We'll see if he can spot out any defenders. They are taking their time, pressing forward here. Garage could have a movement. They just tossed the smoke. I'm not sure if he's going to try to dash through it. Looks like he actually backed off, so Hardest just holding that angle. Does get lit down to like 10 HP, something like that. But A sewers is actually where the action is, so this served as a distraction. The jet smoke, the Hardest return fire, and now A is looking soft, but the op is still there. Double kill for Barcoder.
Yeah, and this is sort of an awkward scenario that Need More DM are in. 10 seconds on the clock. They aren't even going to be able to get to the site as Crazy Deer is going to find Dawn. That's going to be bombed down. You can't push out against this team as the smokes are just going to make it a little bit too difficult. Saving from Hardest here. And this was just sort of a really awkward round for Project SW. They pushed up into mid, and they put the Sage Wall on the rope side, which I think they were maybe trying to bait into seeing if they could get Need More DM to bite that they were going to be, and they were trying to wall that off. But in the wake of it, it sort of came back to Project SW kind of just getting all of this mid pressure, not doing anything with it. And by the time you're transferring back to B, Need More DM have already taken enough ground that it's way too difficult to push in with 30 seconds on the clock.
And if they did, in fact, wall the ropes room and then head back through sewer, it was really Cypher's presence on B that let them know, hey, they still haven't come in to B. Like, I shot a Raze a bunch of times and she disappeared. So
she headed for the hills. Oh, hold on, we have Coldamenta and the rest of Project SW saying, all right, time to put the pedal to the metal and send it here. Foda's got to find one. Tygene's got to find another one. No guns, no real chance in that one. A flawless coming out from Need More DM.
5 up, 5 down. That's 4 successful defends in a row. And Project SW running out of money.
Yeah. This is where you start calling home and say, hey, Ma, I need a little money for this semester. Would you be able to possibly send me some?
Okay, 10-6. Project SW. They won 5 in a row and then lost 4 in a row after flipping sides. So complete momentum shift here. Need More DM, Barcoder specifically, with that op actually doing a phenomenal job. And there's another one starting us off at Garage. It's a full 5 Garage, which we've seen this fail before. So let's see what they do differently to try and make it work this time.
Almost goes op for op with him, but good to just dash out of that one. When you're recognizing how many people are there, like you mentioned, just better to back up. You got 1 kill already. You've already kind of stunted Project SW here. There's no sense in just overcommitting to try and ego challenge that. So now, Project SW back into the mid lane, trying to probe for information here. Once again, it's the 3 on B side, 2 on A side coming out from Need More DM.
And Project SW struggling after, 4v5 start. They are trying to push into B Heaven, but there's 3 people on B, so they are going to just get stared down. Lots of equipment being thrown out there. Easy kill into the cage, so ties things up. Dawn responsible for that one.
Get out of my
they
way.
don't know where Cypher is, I'm assuming, or else someone would have jumped in by now.
Yeah, a couple shots ringing out through that smoke will give him enough information. There's a lot of people on the other side of this smoke as Kagasi's going to find one to keep things going along here. 4v3 as they're going to push forward. Knives are out from Barcoder. It's a great tool to help try and push in here, and we'll see if Need More DM are going to be able to execute. Has an op lurking there. Misses the shot, though. He's going to get aggressive on him, but Kagasi's going to recover in time as Dawn finding one more on I'm Hussar. Now, this is a hard situation for Need More DM. You have 1 member left. Are you even going to try in here? He might be just going for a late defuse, but I don't think he's going to get the opportunity. Finds a kill onto T-Sack. Smoke goes down. He's going to try and stick it. Will they be able to get into the smoke in time? Rounds are ringing out, but that's going to be Coldamenta finding that kill. Project SW finally clawing one back here.
Yeah, they break their loss streak of 4 rounds in a row and get a successful attack. It started off still pretty tough for them, but they were able to get everyone onto site, force Cypher back into that CT area, and the cage set up from the offensive Cypher actually helped them maintain their advantage. So a couple of good kills across the board. Kagasi got in there as well, Dawn as well. So 11-6 now, only 2 rounds away from just getting into the finals. They've been hitting a brick wall of opposition here, but again, a full 5 Garage, and Cypher does not have his trips and traps here. So Raze is going to test the water and not get any return fire. However, there is the enemy Raze now in heaven, hanging out, spying the exit. We're going to get action. Bronson here, Hardest Zero, trying to get some kills with the showstopper. Does not get it, but does get the follow-up.
Yeah, is able to clean that one up in the end, and they will be able to get bombed down off of that. Project SW in an okay spot to try and hold on to this one. While Need More DM, man down with a retake in front of them. Artist in a great position to lurk around here. Kagasi finding the first one to keep this fight going. Dawn gonna trade that one back. Foda standing no chance. The heaven domination from Project SW. Not allowing Need More DM to fight at their way out of that one, as Barcode is gonna get his friendly kill there. We're gonna trade one back over as pushing out of heaven just a little bit too eagerly. But likely won't be seeing much more action in this round. It looks like Project SW are already on their way out of sight and Need More DM holding on to their money because Now you're staring down the barrel of match point, and you're going to need every gun you can get your hands on.
Exactly right. I was just going to make that point where it's going to be 12 points now for Project SW. They really massacred Need More DM on the defense side. It was 10-2.
Yeah, it was 10-2 at the half.
Need More DM have been doing a great job on defense up until these last 2 rounds. So now that we're in match point, Project SW has 2 rounds in a row. They figured it out a little bit. They did force 5 in Garage a lot. I don't think they're going to do it again. I think they're going to do a split. As you can see here, the spike is relatively A side, but there's only 1 defender on A. We know that. They don't know that. Mid is actually being heavily stacked, but that's because they do have the ability, as you can see, Jet moving over to the ramp quickly, and Barcoder has been a monster with the op. I don't know if Jet actually has the op. Yes, it does look that way.
Yeah, it is an on versus off. He's off and on. I was going to say on and off angle. That's going to win the fight for Kagasi. Not expecting him to be there, but Crazy Deer going to be traded back out. Coldamenta reviving T-Stack here. They want to put an end to this one, and they have some ults to do it. It's a 5v3. Neural Theft going down. That might be enough information for Project SW. Need More DM are going to need a clutch opportunity. It's 2 kills ringing back out.
4v2, tough situation. Spike already planted. Hardest on the attack does run into the enemy raise. Foda under 50% health here. Sage still on the ramp does heal him back up. 3v2 situation. Spike already planted though, so the attackers can hold still. There's a showstopper, but does he know where anyone is? He's gonna find one. Omen, no chance to survive there, but Kagasi with the triple. Pink grenade going into the back, going for the defuse. It's gonna be on Kagasi. I'm not sure where the attacking Sage is. Actually up in heaven, and it's Kagasi with 4 kills. Jet ultimate to lock it down. 13-6 is your final score. Kagasi, fantastic finish there. I don't know if I can call him MVP, but the entire team stepped up and they really walloped them on defense, finally got their act together on offense and just cleaned them out. Look how even those kills are actually. 15-15, 13-14-10. Excellent stuff there from Project SW. They will move on into the finals, and congrats to I already forgot the name. Oh no, Need More DM for making it this far. I do hope to see more out of them in the future, but you can see their Barcoder really strong player for